What is up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back with another read. Okay, honey, period. I am taking personal readings. You can cash at me at money sign Caprice Cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. All right. I work on energy. Energy is fluid, so this could be about you. This could be about the person that you're thinking about, or anybody's thinking about you. Okay. Also, time is an illusion, so this could be about the past, the present, or the future, but somehow it's affecting you right now. All right. Spirit guides, ascended master, soul family, twin flame family. Please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to the Cancer. For January 22nd through January 30th. Is it 30 days? I think it's 30 days. Alright. Spirit guides, ascended master, soul family, twin flame family. Please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to my Cancers for January 22nd through the 30th. Spirit guides, ascended master, soul family, twin flame family. Please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to my Cancers for January 22nd. January 30th. Alright, so it is 11:34 and 10:43 on my stove. Feel free to look up any angel numbers mentioned in this video. Alright, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's on the forecast for today. So right away we got the Aries card. Okay, so this sounds like a business plan to me. You got the Innovator card with the Aquarius, and you got the Aries card with the passion, the fire, the drive, the motivation to make whatever this idea or innovation or project is, make it bloom. I feel like a lot of people could not agree with this business plan, could not agree with your claim to fame, like how quickly your success started to come for you. I feel like somebody is feeling like regretful. This is like old friends, like old bullies, enemies. I feel like this is kind of like everybody. I'm hearing hometown. Yeah, with the 6th house, craft. I feel like this is kind of like tapping into your business plan. Like finally having the funds, the stability to actually like go deep within your craft. So, like I'm hearing like somebody is moving mountains in their city, in their town, in their country. I could have some politicians watching me with the Saturn card here, wisdom. I feel like a lot of you guys are kind of older than me. I'm 24. I feel like a lot of y'all have been on this journey for a long time, and that y'all are so happy for those of us who are now awakening. Like I feel like all of us, 3 thinkers and the masters, it's kind of like all of us are coming together. Like so many business plans are coming together, so many business partners and soul families are kind of like coming together. 309, thank you, and the masters with the Taurus card here. This is all about fertility, birth. I feel like somebody is finally giving birth to their plans. Their manifestations is literally kind of like are coming out, like they're coming into fruition, like right before somebody's eyes. Both of these people got shades. And she got a veil on her eye. So I feel like this is coming like quick. It's like somebody feel like it's just one of those days where, you know, like things not going right. Things not really coming into fruition, and then you feel like you right on the edge, but you feel like you don't got it yet. 44, thank you, Ascended Masters. You feel like you haven't tapped into it yet. You feel like you still don't know stuff. I feel like you could have been confused about some stuff, about who to take with you, who to not take with you, who to trust, who to not trust. I feel like you kind of like keeping your ideas to yourself, and then it's kind of like it's going to be a big change, or it's going to be like a bomb dropped when people find out what you're doing. Bombshell. I also feel like this is something blowing up in somebody's face. Like this is like a tower moment. Like your success is somebody else's tower moment. And now it's kind of like I need time to rest. I need time to fathom what's about to come. I feel like somebody is getting downloads in their sleep. Somebody needs to rest. Number 3, thank you, Ascended Masters. Y'all know that's my number. With the moon card here, feelings. I feel like you have to take time to tap into your feelings, all of your emotions. Tap into who you are, what you like, what your dreams are, what your passion is, what your mission is. I feel like there's a lot of like silencing happening right now. 44, thank you, Ascended Masters. There's a lot of kind of like in hermit mode, kind of like in hiding, in protection mode. I feel like because there's like a revolution happening of like not only just like self-love, but togetherness, oneness, unity. Like, we are powerful alone, but I feel like we're even more powerful together. And I feel like we're on the edge of like turning this world upside down. Like, as divine beings, I feel like we have big footsteps to fill. Like, I feel like we've lived so many different lifetimes that it's kind of like at the point where we get to enjoy it. And I feel like we right on the edge of like figuring out how to do that, tapping into that, figuring out what our niche is, or like, I feel like God is sending somebody a business plan, like boom, like right in their dream, or like some type of like the answer to a motherfucking test or something. Like, I feel like somebody is seeing like them pass the interview, or somebody is getting some type of oomph where it's like, thank you God, thank you God, thank you God, thank you God, thank you God. Like, this is like, I'm seeing somebody like drop to their knees in prayer, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. This is somebody enjoying like their body, their self, like looking at themselves in the mirror, taking pictures, enjoying themselves. Somebody could also be at the edge of manifesting their husband or their wife. I feel like this is somebody new, because it's kind of like with this thing here, it's kind of like this person seems so far away, but I don't think they are. I don't think they're far away at all. With the 10th house here, reputation, you can meet this person once you become famous. 633, thank you, Ascended Masters. Once you're stable, once you have become imbalanced. Last one, y'all card, Cancer. With the 7th house, relationships here. So Cancers, I feel like before you know it, you're going to be so focused on work that you're not even going to be realizing that your manifestation of love and abundance and a husband is like damn near right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and clarify some of this stuff. Spirit guides, Ascended Master, family, twin family. Be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to my Cancers for January 22nd through the 30th. Why is this crafts card here? Encouragement. I feel like God is giving you encouragement and that nudge to kind of like with the number 7 here, go into the unknown. Go into the unknown. Go into something that you don't know about. Like, I feel like, you know, Spirit is kind of like nudging you, kind of like how an animal would do, like their child or whatever. I'm kind of seeing somebody just be nudged by Spirit to do certain things, to get up even when they don't want to, like me. Because it's late and it's 11:41 right now, and I did not plan, well, I did plan on doing this, but I told myself that I was going to film 3 videos tonight. So as a goal to myself, I felt like I would be doing myself no justice if I didn't just get up and film it. So I feel like that right there was just a nudge from Spirit. Like, okay, here you go. 808, thank you, Ascended Masters, abundance and spiritual protection. I feel like continue to be aware of like who you let in your space, who you don't let in your space. I feel like you have the golden palace, like between your legs, in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, and in your soul. Like, you got that shit. Like, you are golden, you are light, you are love. And I feel like a lot of things are like, you're over it. It's kind of like 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. Like, you see your light. Like, you see what you are. You see how deserving you are, how worthy you are, how beautiful you are, how fucking driven and motivated that you are, like how strong and compassionate and caring, like all of that. Like, that's you, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine being, whatever you are. I feel like, you know, you treated so many people like a winner throughout your life, and I think it was because you didn't feel like a winner. We didn't feel like winners, because as divine beings, God has chosen us to go through so much shit so that we can have a testimony, so that we can speak on that shit, so that we can tell people how the fuck to get through that shit. Like, hello. That's why we here. To help everybody else to saying, like, now we here to help type shit. Like, that's what we here for. And within realizing our destiny and our purpose, and how 33, thank you, Ascended Masters, how much God must love us to give us this role, this mission, it's kind of like, that's honorable. Like, that's honorable. So I feel like we're needed to change our mindset about ourselves. With the number 5 here in the 10 right there, 555, I said tower moment. it's kind of like it's time to change your mindset about what it is that you're attracting to yourself, about what it is that you deserve, with the people, with the friends, with the community, with the jobs. I feel like you have always been the type of person that somebody should want to date, or should want to hire, or should want to be around. But I feel like until you really went on this spiritual journey and you learned about you, and you tapped into that shadow side, 1, 2, 3, thank you, Ascended Masters, you tapped into that shadow side, and you realized that you got some work too, it made you even more compassionate. It made you even more of love. It made you even more of light. And facing that shit, that made you so much more stronger. Like, hello. Even through like this dark little forest, this dark place that you gotta go through to motherfucking get to that golden ass palace, nigga. Like, God was nudging you the whole time. Like, I'm right here. Like, I'm right behind you. Like, I got you. Like, you won't fall. Like, you won't fail. Like, it's over. Trust fall, bitch. Like, you're not gonna fall. Like, it is what it is. So if you've been thinking, oh, I'm gonna fall on my face, I don't want to make this investment, I don't want to make this business deal, I don't want to sign this lease, I don't want to quit this job, like whatever it is that you telling yourself that you don't want to do because of what if, ands, and buts about it, cut that shit. Understand that you are the golden palace, and you can manifest anything it is that you want right into your reality, and fast too if you want to. With the Aries card here, I feel like your passion, your drive, your motivation is gonna get you far. Like that feeling of sheer gratitude for God, or for whoever it is that you believe in, for the universe, for just being here. It's like waking up every day and making sure that you say a prayer, making sure that you say, thank you, God, thank you, universe. The way that you greet people, namaste, peace be upon you. Like, whatever it is that you say, like, bowing to motherfuckers, like, whatever. It's kind of like it's time to start kind of showing respect to our elders, to our ancestors, to our spiritual guides, to our galactic beings, to our teams, like 1212, thank you, Ascended Masters, like to everyone, even to our teachers, like that are living among us, that are walking around us every single day, human beings that do something in a gas station, a behavior that we don't like, that's a reflection of us. We seeing that because that's something that our asses shouldn't be doing. So thank you. Because now I got an attitude because I don't like the way that you fucking looked at that. I don't know. 33 thank you, Ascended Master. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But I feel like once you like tap into you gonna see that you have been through all of that because you're ready for something new. Like, realizing all of that, understanding why you went through all of that. Like, that's a step towards newness. That's a step towards healing. That's a step towards having better, like clearing out the old and bringing in the new. Like, sis, I feel like, or bro, like whoever, I feel like this to me feels powerful. It feels like I'm hearing powerhouse. Peaks of Joy, 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. Peaks of Joy with the number 13 with solitude. In order to get to this peaks of joy, understand you gotta spend some time alone. Like, you gotta spend time alone. It ain't nothing wrong with spending your time getting to know you. 333, thank you, Ascended Masters, because you are the person who is going to get you where you need to go. If you don't know you cannot manifest what it is that you don't know that you deserve. I feel like you can't even be deserving of the best version of where you are if you don't even know that that's the best version of where you are. Like, I feel like every day is a new version of yourself. I feel like it's a new you. It's a whole new day. It's a whole new slate. I learned whole new lessons. I'm ready for a whole new shit. Like, period. And I feel like that knowledge is the golden palace. Like, tapping into that, like, sheer trust and abundance and prosperity and health and wealth. Knowing that you don't need medicine. Like, we can heal ourselves. We have all the knowledge within us. Like, everything that you need, sis, like, we have it right here. Like, we have it right here. And this is the only fucking country that just, like, no, this is the only planet. This is the only planet where resources are scarce. How? We have every single thing we need. Like, nobody should be hungry, bitch. Like, nobody should be dying of diseases. Bitch, motherfuckers should be living till they motherfucking old and dust. Like, In China, like, old women be old as shit. Like, old as shit, old as shit. Like, because they work hard and they live their life good and, like, they know tradition. Like, and they know God. Like, period. Or whatever it is that they believe in. I don't know. But, like, black people, we die early. We die early, like, and a lot of just Americans in general, like, die really, really early. And it's because we don't take care of ourselves. They don't teach us how. Because we don't know ourselves. We don't tap into our ancestors. Our ancestors aren't part of us, are part of knowing ourselves. That's why we need to tap into our Akashic records. You do that alone, in meditation, in sleep, while you watching TV, if you get a vision, like whatever way that God delivers messages to you. And if you don't know if you got gifts and shit like that, like, understand we all have them. We can all tap into them. It's just about how you go about it. And you can figure that shit out in solitude, sis. I kind of feel like somebody is finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Like, they felt like, damn, bitch, I'm going up this whole motherfucking ladder. All I see is the moon illuminating, but that's just a little bit of light. I need a little bit more. And then, lo and behold, God threw a motherfucking buoy in the water and said, bitch, swim. Swim, like, swim, little duckling, swim. Feel free to look up duckling or duck, spirit animal. But I feel like this is just being bright and shiny, like coming up for fresh air, like feeling good again, bright and shiny, like a motherfucking chicken. They like yellow as fuck, like peeking out the. It's just kind of like, it's like you just cracking a motherfucking shell, like you just motherfucking at the surface of where the fuck you're going. Like 33, thank you, Masters. I feel like stop riding the motherfucking wave of everybody else, of this fake spiritual shit, of this fucking kumbaya ass shit all the fucking time, bitch. No, because that's not true. I cuss like a motherfucking sailor, and I know I shouldn't because that's putting energy out up in there. But let me tell y'all, I got some beastie ass motherfucking guys and deities on my team. And when I tell you, they talk all type of shit. Like, sometimes they encourage me to get drunk. Like, sometimes they encourage me to get high. Like, sometimes I get an attitude and then they be like, bitch, what you learn from it? Like, what's up? Like, I don't know what the fuck this shit is. I don't know. But listen, I feel like this is kind of like, I'm hearing like testing the waters. Like, somebody out here dating, sis. Like, did somebody meet a new boo? Like, in the midst of this drama, in the midst of getting over a masculine, in the midst of like transitioning from quitting your job or starting a new business or starting school or starting a new job, like whatever it is, in the midst of all of that, sis, I feel like there's some kind of like happiness, like something about that light is just kind of like, light, you look familiar. Your light look like my light. Like, what's up? Period. Your light look like my light. This is kind of you getting rid of somebody who don't want the same things as you, and it's ushering in a new person. And I feel like you might be scared with the 9 of Wands. Yeah, you might be defensive. You might be a little guarded. You might still have your life walled up because of the wisdom that you have from a past life soulmate with the 6 of Cups here. But I feel like you got the 6 on top of the 6. So I feel like use this past life soulmate. Use this heartbreak. If you're tapping into your Akashic records, and if you have a twin flame and all of that, and you tapping into your life together, use all of that to your advantage. Use those lessons and know what you're not supposed to do. Like those deja vu moments, look how that's shining. Those deja vu moments, that's showing you that you are on the right path, that you are in the right sim. You are in the right simulation, okay, period. And if you are getting those regulations of the past, I kind of feel like that's your medicine right now. Like, I feel like some of you guys, or all of us, are being healed right now for things that are unbeknownst to us, or things that we haven't been in remembrance of. Only a couple people gonna resonate with this part, I feel like. But it's like, I know you don't want to hear this, but it's like, that's what I'm picking up on. Like, it's kind of like there's so much joy coming in that I feel like somebody had to start back at point 0 with the stormy fields. In order for this much joy to come in, somebody had to go through some shit. Like, somebody was going through some shit. And that made them defensive. Like, that made them in this Queen of Swords energy. But I feel like they shook it off, or they trying to. With the Knight of Wands here, communication about the Golden Palace. I feel like this is downloads. I feel like this is messages, encouragement. It fell right on top of encouragement with the number 54, which equals 9. I feel like that's encouraging you to like lead a riot, or like lead a communications thing, or a TED conference, or lead a group full of women to self-love and self-righteousness, or you know, a LBGT community, or I don't know, strike at the club or something. I don't know, but I feel like somebody is like charging towards an ex. It feel like once you face this head on and you cut ties with the bolo tie, she got on a bolo tie, but once you cut ties with it and they finally leave you alone, you know, you leave this person out in the cold and you focus on your business, I feel like there is death and renewal here. Like I said, the stormy fields. This is kind of like happiness coming in. This is kind of like putting a death to having to have your guard up, having to have your spiritual protection up, to where you feel like you are being spiritually attacked, or like people are interfering with your dreams or anything like that. I feel like all of that, like God is like, murk you. Like I feel like your ancestral team is kind of just like going to work right now, like on your behalf, like going the fuck to work. Like motherfuckers are getting left out in the cold left and right, because you're realizing that your palace is golden, that you living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, skin looking golden, looking flawless. With the Knight of Swords, it's kind of like a lot of people gonna be upset. A lot of people gonna try to manipulate you into thinking that this success is not yours, that what you're doing is weird, and that this isn't a good journey for you, and that you shouldn't have quit your job, and that you ain't gonna have no money, and blah, 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 blah. The naysayers, that's what they're called. But you like the fool, you like, bitch, I don't motherfucking hear you. Bitch, I got on an MP3 player. Meaning the past, like this kind of like tapping into your past, like learning lessons from your past, in order to have a better future, like in order to change the motherfucking algorithm. No longer taking excuses from people who really don't got your back, people who said they was going to invest in you but didn't, think you was in the masters. This is kind of like, I don't care if I didn't make partner. I don't care like if y'all didn't want to take me on a trip. I don't care if y'all didn't invite me to the game. I don't care if y'all didn't want a girl on y'all team. I don't fucking care if fucking you didn't want to be my roommate, bitch. I don't care. Somebody is like moving out, living good, having their own house, paying all their bills via their business, not relying on any fucking jobs or corporate or any of that. Now, some of you are, but whatever. I feel like this is like the stormy days are over with the Empress at the bottom of the deck, sis. For some reason, I feel like some mommy out there is getting IVF or like some type of like birth treatment, or you could be like a single mom, you could be like a lesbian, and you are deciding to have a child, or you could just be older in age and you're ready to have a child, but you're not dating anybody, or you have not met your divine masculine yet. And I feel like with the Empress here, you're ready for a child. I feel like this could be somebody that's single, that's a single mother. Yeah, but I feel like this could definitely be a single mother with the Fool here. This is somebody's child. I feel like dating is kind of like scary to this person, and this person is defensive about their child. Like they don't play. Like they don't just ride the wave of, oh, I'm a good mom. No, like this person is actually like a good mom. This could be you, Cancer. You are the Cancer, you are the doula, you are the mother. This, if you don't have any children, I feel like this is just you being mothering to a lot of people, leading a riot, leading a group, or leading like your siblings even, or leading some type of people. I feel like you have a following on social media. This kind of just like people looking up to you on your throne. And your throne is just your legacy, what you're building for yourself, what people see for you. You know, I can look at people every day and I'll be like, damn, she gonna do some shit, or damn, I like her, like she deserves some shit, she deserves some blessings. Like I do that all day, every day. I say I pray for them, like random people, just by looking at them, you know, like And I feel like you have a following of people like who look up to you, who admire you, who love you, who respect you, and who come to you for knowledge. And you have to make sure that you're healing any childhood wounds that is going to affect you manifesting what it is that you want. You being in the public eye, having anxieties, being scared, or being scared around men, or not being able to, date because you have daddy issues, or because you've been molested, or not being able to enjoy sex. I feel like all of those past traumas are being let go. There's a death being put to that. Because even though you're single, I feel like you're tending to you. If you are in a relationship, I feel like this is kind of like you making sure that you are not putting all of your happiness into a relationship. This is kind of being separated, or kind of like, focusing on work, making sure that you're not just every time you got some free time spending it with him or her. I feel like you definitely need time alone to nurture yourself. Eat some more fruits and vegetables. I feel like somebody is becoming vegan. Peaks of joy, because you're becoming vegan, or because you're fasting or intermittent fasting. I feel like you are starting to hallucinate or something like that. I feel like hallucinating, or like taking drugs, taking mushrooms, or like, because I feel like if you are like having a hard time sleeping or something like that, I feel like it's because you're getting downloads about what's going on with your divine masculine. And I feel like this isn't somebody that you've met. I feel like this is somebody new. With the King of Cups, somebody who is emotionally where you are, because you are the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like Nine of Cups, like you've manifested this, but you haven't met this person. And it's kind of like it could all be so simple, but you making it hard. I feel like this is you talking to God. Like, God, just bring him to me. Just bring him to me. Or just bring her to me. Like, this is like you being a spoiled brat. But this is you needing to be patient with the Eight of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, which we had Aries. I feel like this is you needing to make sure that this person is healed on their end. And that you're healed enough to, take on the responsibility of being a divine feminine and a twin flame in a union. Being in union means walking into mission together as business partners, or having a philanthropy together, or having a charity or organization, or being doctors, being lawyers, doing something that is power couple S, 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. So I feel like you're needing to water your garden a little bit. And I feel like God is kind of like forcing you to just be patient and kind of like understand that there are things about you, Page of Swords, that you haven't been watching, that you haven't been privy to, that you haven't been paying attention to. The Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the Fool card here. I also feel like this is like a mother getting information about a child. About a child being happy, and you no longer needing to be so defensive. I feel like if you communicate like every 5 minutes, every 5 seconds, you're going to manifest a worry for yourself. Keeping yourself up at night, being worried that something is going to happen, scared to leave them around people. This is all that past life trauma. This is all that childhood trauma shit. That's all triggers. I feel like you're getting messages and downloads about how to let that shit go. How to let your past go. How to ride the wave of what's going on in this moment. Ace of Swords, this is God speaking to you. This is communication. This is kind of like information on like how to start your business, new ideas. Like, this is also like communication, like text messages, like flirty text messages, 3 of Wands. This is what you've been waiting on. You've been waiting on these options. But now that you have all of these options, I kind of feel like maybe you're a little bit overwhelmed with your feelings. You can have feelings for multiple people. You got the 3 of Wands, that could be 3 people. With the 7 of Cups, that's fantasy, but that's also like options, choices. Why is the 7 of Cups here? With the 10 of Swords, I feel like somebody is cutting off their options. Somebody has been studying you long enough to know that you wouldn't put up with them having options. I feel like this is like telling somebody that they gotta cut people off like right away. I feel like you teach people how to love you. And if you want a relationship, and if you want to only be dating each other, I feel like it is something that you should say with the Ace of Swords. You could be talking to a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Definitely an Aquarius. I feel like if you have an Aquarius child, your Aquarius child is seeing a lot of cats. They're talking to a lot of animals. They're getting a lot of downloads themselves about what's to come. I feel like they are preparing themselves for sacrifices that the mother is going to have to make, time. This is your child letting you know, like, I forgive you. Like, don't keep yourself up at night worrying about me, because just like you have guides, I have my own guides, even if you don't know them. 333, thank you, Infinite Master, period. Because I feel like somebody always sends their guides to go be with their child, but they don't even know that this child already has like a whole grounded ancestral team that is keeping them protected. I feel like somebody is like creating drama for themselves, and that needs to be eliminated, that needs to be alleviated. I feel like somebody could be having a lot of headaches, getting a lot of downloads, getting a lot of messages. I feel like somebody is needing to communicate that. The Johnson family, and then it's 1204. And I got 88 battery percent. So let's see, before we end it off, what messages I could get. Any final messages for my Cancers for January 22nd through the 30th? Self-esteem. I feel like this is you spending time alone, like regaining your self-esteem, like letting go of worry and doubt and shame and things of your past, and realizing that you have a true purpose, and that you went through all of that shit that you're worrying about your daughter going through, or your son, or your child, or your siblings. For somebody, it's siblings, or whatever. I feel like the more and more you regain your self-esteem and know how powerful you are with asking for protection, the less and less you will worry. The more and more you will know exactly what your purpose is and how you're supposed to fulfill it, and that God is going to keep you safe while carrying out that mission and that purpose. Period. I feel like this is like worrying about bills, worrying about your body, how it looks, worrying about getting a job, or worrying about, you know, being able to take the bus while it's snowing, and worrying about being able to put food on the table. I feel like if you got a purpose, sis, if you have tapped into your purpose, you have nothing to worry about. You have absolutely nothing to worry about. Love yourself. Like, stop being so defensive when it comes to you meeting new people and putting an end to things so quickly, because I feel like even though you're getting a lot of options, there are like soulmates being thrown in there. Whether they're a divine counterpart or not, these are people who are still supposed to teach you. Nobody says you got to be meeting your twin like right now. Because if you are resonating with this reading, it sounds like we, us, Cancer, still have self-love and work to do within ourselves, because our empire is being built. Like, there is a sense of, with the Nine of Pentacles here, this is our foundation being laid, being watered, this is like our garden. This is us to Zion. Like, this is us teaching our children, like, how to crop, how to farm, how to do what we do, teaching our children the family business, building a legacy, building fame and success and recognition, putting an end to not loving yourself, to waiting on anything, any person who has made you an option in the past, putting an end to feeling like you have burdens. Nothing is a burden anymore. Nothing worries you anymore. Everything is kind of like, it falls off my back because God got me in some type of way. Period. I feel like this is complete abundance, complete love, complete respect for God, and for you being here on this earth today and ascending the way that you are ascending if you are resonating with this video, sis. All these videos won't always be about, oh, this nigga coming back and he said that and what she say and who this. Sometimes it's going to be sheer messages from God, like her wanting you to know that you got this. Continue trucking, like, continue doing your business plans, continue manifesting, continue scripting, continue doing what it is that you do, even if people think it's weird, even if you don't feel like it's working. Like, continue to be patient and put a depth to anything that is stopping you from getting to where you fucking need to go, because that light, at this point, God is kind of waving that motherfucker like hello, 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 like, hello, do you see me? Like, and I channeled E.T. Foam Home today. Like, I don't know why, but I did. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If y'all are liking the longer videos, comment down below an emoji clock, okay, for the Kids and Masters. Also, if you guys would like to see any different type of videos other than the ones I post, definitely leave comments down below. This is not just a spiritual channel. This is an all-encompassed channel. This is a Capri Sun to Grow channel, okay? Period. Again, I am taking personal readings. You guys can cash at me at money_Caprice_Cooks. You can also email me and Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. All right? I'm out of here.